Hi students, now let us see a exam program on selection sort. Before this selection sort, let us see theory, how to perform the sorting with this selection. So in the selection sort, what we need to do is we have to select the minimum value out of the given values. That's why we are calling it as a selection sort. Okay. So once you identified the smallest value, that should be compared with the first value. So if the smallest value is less than the first value, then what we need to do, we have to perform the swapping operation. Then, so which indicates that the first value should be placed at the first position. The smallest value is placed at the first position. Then, so out of the first value, you take the remaining from the remaining elements. Again, you find out the smallest value that you compare with the second one. Then again you swap if it is less than. So continue this same process for all the elements. Let's see an example here. See here, my input is the 745980221. Okay. So out of these values, and these are the unsorted. And out of these values, which is the smallest one? 1 is the smallest one. So this 1 is compared with the 7. 1 is less than the 7. So we need to perform the swap operation. So 1 placed at this position and 7 is placed at the last position. You write the remaining as it is. Now I have the smallest value at the first position. Now from the remaining elements, you take the smallest one. What is the smallest one? Now this is the 2 is the smallest one. Now you compare the smallest one with the sorted value, nothing but a second position value here. 2 is compared with the 4. 2 is less than the 4. So again you perform the swap operation. So 2 is placed here and 4 is placed here. Now I got first 2 elements are in sorted order. Now out of these 5 elements, the smallest one is the 4. So 4 is compared with the 5, you swap again. So 3 are sorted now. Now out of this, smallest one is 5, compare with the 9. So swap, 4 are sorted here. Then out of this, 7 is the smallest. So compare with the 8, it's placed here. So 5 are sorted now. Out of this, 8 is the smallest. Compare with the 9, swapping. Now if you see all the elements here, these are in sorted order. So like this, by selecting the minimum value, smallest value, we compare with the remaining elements, we compare with the unsorted value, then we perform the swapping operation. This is the process we do in selection sort. Let's take one more example here. Say this is my input. In the first pass, what we need to do, out of these all elements, this is the smallest. So compare it using the 12, then you perform the swapping operation. So 7 is placed here, 12 is placed here. Now I got the first element is sorted. Now out of the remaining element, the smallest one is the 9. Compare it with the 10, then swap. So 7, 9 is placed. From the remaining, 10 is the small, compare with the 16, again swap. So 10 comes to here, then out of these 3, smallest is the 11, 11 is compared with the 11, then no swap. Then after these two, 12 is the smallest, compare with the 16, perform swap, so sorted. Now finally, these elements are in sorted. at the sixth pass. Okay, so this is the process of sorting the elements using the selection sort. Now let's see how to implement the same concept with the help of programming. So here I define one macro. So I'm taking the maximum size is 500. I have taken the something max size here. And is the number of elements, and enter the values one by one that I'm reading and storing inside the array. So for the simplicity, just I take only 3 elements. Then after that, before sorting, I'm performing the operation and printing those values and calling this selection sort by passing the array and in number of elements. And after that, I'm printing the values those. So let us assume n value is the 3. My array values are like 4, 8, 6 only. 3 elements. Then I'm using the variables I, j, k, minimum, temp, etc. So see, this is the for loop closed, inner for loop, and this is the outer for loop close. Okay, this is the main function close. So this is the inner loop close. This is outer for loop close. So substitute these values. I equal to 0 initially. 0 less than 3 minus 1, 2, it's true. Then minimum equal to I. So minimum equal to I means 0. Then j equal to I plus 1, nothing but a 1. 1 less than 3, condition is the true. Then array of j. So array of j is first location value 8 is less than array of minimum. Minimum is 0. So 8 is less than 4. This condition is the false. So it doesn't execute this one. So what happens here? It goes to j plus plus, j value become now 2. 2 less than 3, condition true. Array of j. The second location I have the value 6. 6 is less than, then array of minimum again 0. 6 is less than 4, condition is the false. So it doesn't execute the statement. J value become 3. 3 less than 3, condition is the false. It terminates this for loop. Then temp equal to array of temp equal to array of I. Array of I means 0. So inside the temp, how much I store? Value 4 I store. Array of I means at the location 0. Array of minimum. Minimum means 0th location only. So 4 is 4 stored only. Then array of minimum equal to means at the 0th location temp. Temp equal to 4. That 4 is stored only. Okay, it's over. So outer loop is also completed here. Now what happens? It goes to I plus plus. Now I value become 1. When it is the 1, then so 1 less than 2, the condition is the true. Then minimum equal to I. Minimum equal to I means it is 1. Then j equal to I plus 1. Nothing but j value is now 1 plus 1, 2. 2 less than 3. condition is the true. Array of j. Array of j means second location value. I have the 6. 6 is less than array of minimum. Minimum is first location value. 8. 6 is less than 8. Yes, this condition is the true. Then minimum equal to j. So minimum equal to j means minimum is the 2 now. Okay. Then after that, it goes to the j plus plus. J value become how much? 3. 3 less than 3. Condition is the false. Then terminate the loop. Comes to here. Temp equal to array of I. I value is the 1. First position have the value 8 here. Then array of I means at first position array of minimum. Array of minimum is 2. Second location value I need to place. So second location value how much I have? 6. 6 is placed at the first position. So here 6 is placed. Then array of minimum. Minimum is how much now? It is 2. So at the second position I need to place the value of 8. So at the second position I need to place here 8. Okay. So this is also over. Next again goes to I plus plus. I value become 2. Then 2 less than 2 condition is the false. So completely terminate the entire process. Once you have observed here, now I got the values here 4, 6, 8. So these are in sorted order. Yes, just test it. I'm giving the 3 here. 4, 8, 6 I'm giving. So the 0th location value. Okay, first location value. Second location value 6. So before 4, 8, 6 and after sorting 4, 6, 8. This is the logic for selection sort.